Let us now go ahead and add the aim offset to the animation blueprint. So go back to the animations folder and open up the player animation blueprint. And here I'm going to go back to the animation graph. And from here, let's actually disconnect this. I'm going to show you a trick with this one. For this state machine, you can actually drag and say cache, and then click on this one, new save cached pose. And let me call this one unarmed movement cached. And what this is, it's just taking the whole locomotion, this whole state machine, and it's saving it through this cache. So it's saving it inside of here. So instead of taking this one, we can actually just use the cache. And so let's put it up here. And instead of using it again, let's right click and say unarmed movement. And you can see you can use this one, used cached pose, unarmed movement here. So you can now use this instead of this one up here. So with this one, now let's right click and search for AO. Let me actually remember what I called it. Let's use this one, AO stand unarmed. Now let's search for AO stand unarmed and make sure it's this one, aim offset player. So aim offset player AO stand unarmed, just like what we called it here. We called it the AO stand unarmed. And let's go ahead and connect this as the base pose. So the unarmed movement needs to go with the unarmed animation offset. And let's go ahead and connect it here. And as for the aim direction, remember we already calculated this. So we need to go to the event graph and we need to drag from the player and we need to search for the aim direction, this one here. And let's again promote it to a variable here inside of the animation blueprint and call it aim direction. And let's connect it here at the end of the graph. And let me just double click and make it a bit nicer. All right, let's compile. And now I can go back to the animation graph. And inside of here, the direction, I'm taking this aim direction, I'm plugging it into here. And now let us compile. Now, when we click on play, let's see if it works. And you can see it works now. If I look down and if I look up, it is actually working.